Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Wrestle Talk. I'm your host with the most, Joe Lance. This is my co-host, JB. Tell him what's up, JB.
What's up?
That's right. This is going to be a fairly quick edition of Wrestle Talk. It's not going to be too long. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit low because I don't want to be too loud. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe. I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Wrestle Talk, man. It goes on 24/7.
It goes on 24/7, exactly. Exactly right. Alright, so let's get into what we need to. Jake Roberts has started drinking again.
I saw that. I was disappointed in that, but DDP posted a couple videos that they didn't justify his actions, but kind of hopefully turn them into a learning experience for Jake Roberts.
I mean, Jake Roberts, he's had a hell of a life, dude. I mean, into drugs and drinking and just...
Well, I mean, he came up to West Virginia, where we're from, and pulled his penis out and started shaking it in front of the crowd, That's when he was hard on the drugs and the alcohol and all that stuff, but he's flip-flopped his life. I'd like to see him come back at the Rumble.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Unfortunately, I click things that,
Yes.
the darker side of my curiosity.
Anyways, Ricardo Rodriguez got suspended for failing the drug test.
The talent wellness policy.
And I don't understand why he would even need... Like, what kind of drugs does he take? Like, he doesn't really wrestle that often. Like, I mean...
I feel like he might have got hit with some kind of random drug test. Like, Ricardo, it's your turn.
It's like, why is he taking steroids? He doesn't wrestle.
But what... They never announced what he was suspended for. It could be anything.
It could be marijuana. It could be...
Could be the fake stuff like R-Truth and Evan Bourne and Randy Orton were suspended for, or... Jack Swagger was suspended for marijuana. But Rey Mysterio suspended a couple times.
Mm-hmm. He'll be back. Randy Orton, he got suspended like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Hopefully when Ricardo comes back, he drops that ridiculous tie and that stupid bucket that he carries around that they haven't used since the Big Show feud, so what's the point of carrying it?
Exactly. It's just... And you said you wanted to talk about Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero, she's got a evaluation coming up on Raw on Monday, which we are going to be attending.
We will be there.
Yes, we will be there live for Vicky Guerrero's...
It will be live.
Mm-hmm.
That is... The best part about it is that we will be there. Everything will be live. I don't know how much of a show we're going to be able to do, but we're at least going to be there.
Do you think that Brad... Do you think that Brad Maddox is going... I'm just pumped up for being there, man.
I know, tell me about it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. So what do you think about Raw on Monday?
I felt it was a weaker Raw. It, kind of a lot of filler matches, like, Curtis Axel, he's not even feuding with Punk, but they're using him in Punk's storyline. Mm-hmm. It's like they're almost ignoring the Curtis Axel storyline altogether. Mm-hmm. And he's got an Intercontinental match at Money in the Bank coming up, and you really haven't seen anything.
Exactly.
On it, so.
You haven't seen too much at all. Of course, they continued with the Vince McMahon and Triple H.
But, if I were Vicky Guerrero, I would probably follow Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Because
he is the boss.
He is the boss.
No matter what Stephanie and Triple H are, he was there before them. He was there with his dad and all that. Mm-hmm. He's been around, so I would follow him and let everything else fall into place. But she's letting it get to her. She's got her evaluation coming up.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about Mark Henry?
I'm a big Cena fan, but I'd like to see Mark Henry take the title just to say that he's held it.
I think
he could have a couple good feuds before he loses the title. he might not lose it until WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that video with Jay Briscoe? Good Lord.
I saw that. I'm not really sure if that was a work, or not. Like, he could have just filmed this video and uploaded it himself.
Yeah.
To stir up the controversy between, the ROH title.
The Briscoe brothers have definitely made some interesting videos. And that was definitely an interesting video. His shoulder was obviously pretty messed up. Like, it was all...
They're a little more edgy when they cut their promos. It might not be WWE material, but if they could tone it down, I can see that.
Exactly.
But we'll see when Ring of Honor makes the official announcement what they're going to do.
Exactly.
That video just seemed like a shoot. It was like straight out there, or at least that's what it came off to me as. So
we now pretty much know the entire Money in the Bank card. I think it's going to be a pretty big, I think it's going to be a pretty good match. A pretty good pay-per-view. I'm interested in seeing it.
There's 8 confirmed matches so far. And they got the 2 Money in the Bank matches for the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship.
You got Cena against Mark Henry. You got Del Rio against Ziggler. You got AJ Lee against Caitlyn. Curtis Axel is going. Who's he going against?
He's going against The Miz.
The Miz, and then you got the tag team match, of course. So should be a
the
pretty
Usos
good...
and the Shield.
Yes.
Jericho and Ryback.
Yeah.
That match just didn't.
Yeah.
What do you think about the finish to that match on Raw, where Ryback he's built up to be this powerhouse, but he calls the match off? It's like, what? All these months, you're gonna destroy 2 men, even though they were jobbers in the ring at once, and then have a couple good feuds, and then call your match off,
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Just I didn't like it. I was like, why would you build him up to be some powerhouse and then just call off the match like that? I don't know. The Wyatt family is finally going to debut on Monday.
And
we are going to be there.
I'm super pumped for that, man. There's going to be good things for Wrestle Talk to come. We're going to have a good time. I'm having a good time right now. We're going to have a good time on the 8th.
It's going to be
a special edition of Wrestle Talk coming up. Trying to keep tight-lipped on the details.
As soon as I hear y'all want to see something scary, I believe the whole arena is just going to erupt. It's going to be, even though they're supposed to be bad guys, it's just going to erupt. I really truly hope somebody commented on an article on Wrestle, and I really hope that the WWE sticks with what they're doing and they don't make them become good guys and come out to like country music with Hillbilly Jim, and because I believe I'd have to snap on somebody.
But what if they? And I don't like the fact that they're announcing their debut. I like the fact knowing that I'm going to be there to witness it. But I would like to see them interfere and just destroy somebody like Nexus did when they debuted.
Yeah, I don't know who they're going to feud with, because everybody's pretty much has a
I could even place a bet. Everyone does have an angle right now.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out Monday.
It's a toss-up.
There's a big rumor about Sting coming to WWE, quite possibly. That'd be good, of course, there's always the rumor of Sting coming.
Yeah, there's always the rumors, but if it's true this time, it has to eventually be true.
Yeah, I think that if Sting wants to have one final huge match and have it be in front of millions and millions and millions of people, his final match should definitely be against The Undertaker. I think that would be a good match. I think The Undertaker would even be willing to give up his streak for that match.
I believe it.
I really do believe so.
You know how many wrestling marks will be upset with the results, though? Someone's going to be pissed off.
I'm telling you, it would be absolutely, positively
if that doesn't sell pay-per-views for Vince McMahon, then I don't know what will. But hopefully that rumor's true, and like this time in 2 years from now, we'll be able to see Sting versus The Undertaker.
I hope so, dude. I really do. You got, sad to say, Doink the Clown passed away. The original Doink the Clown passed away. He had gotten fired for, I believe it was drug abuse, and he came back for like one more appearance, and I don't know if he committed suicide or if he passed away. I don't really know what it was, but he's gone.
I remember him feuding with Crush and Macho Man Randy Savage. I definitely remember the Crush one because I remember when they had the two Doinks. I believe the second Doink was played by the Brooklyn Brawler, which I'm not really a fan of. But,
I remember that, yeah, because
they ripped his arm off.
Yeah, they ripped his arm off and he hit somebody and then had the two Doinks and they're sitting there doing this.
And then came the whole Dink
but
thing
you can't, yeah,
feud with Jerry Lawler.
You can't forget that the Dinks against the King's Court. I mean,
oh man,
come
the
on
King's
now.
Court.
The King's Court, all the miniature wrestlers and
miniature wrestlers.
It's pretty.
Is that what they're called these days?
And hell, it's not the first time that they've done that. I remember.
Well, they got Hornswoggle now.
I remember WrestleMania 3, Hillbilly Jim against King Kong Bundy.
Oh man,
they used miniature wrestlers.
Taking it way back now.
Telling you.
WrestleMania 3, that's the one where they broadcasted it in 3 different arenas, right?
No, that was the first two. This one was just in I think it was Madison Square Garden, I'm not sure.
Oh, that's the one where Andre fought Hogan, right?
That was the one where Hogan body slammed Giant. Which everybody thinks that Hogan was the first one to body slam Andre the Giant, but in fact he really wasn't. The first person to body slam Andre the Giant was a guy by the name of the Masked Superstar, who later turned out to be Axe from Demolition.
Oh, man.
Axe from Demolition body slam.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the first person to body slam Andre the Giant.
I would have figured someone back in that day would have been someone like Big John
Yeah,
Studd or somebody.
No, it wasn't on TV or anything. But Bruce Roberti was the first person to body slam Andre the Giant with one arm.
I couldn't even imagine. He probably woke up sore the next morning.
And last but not least, Tyson Kidd and Natalya got married. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
I hope the best for them.
I wish I could see Jim the Anvil dressed up in a tuxedo.
That would be.
I think
really
that would.
nice.
Do you think he still has a goatee now?
I'm sure he does. He's always had a goatee.
Why didn't he make a comeback? Have one of them like shows where all the '90s wrestlers are like the old school Raw, and have Jim Neidhart there. Bret Hart's there on Raw sometimes. Why can't the Anvil be there?
They could do that.
What's wrong with Jim Neidhart? He's awesome.
I think that they had an issue with him with drugs or something like that.
All those wrestlers back then had drugs, man. Drugs or women problems.
That's true. Well, I don't really have any questions tonight. Do you have any questions that you wanted to answer?
Nobody sent me no questions.
So, well, folks, I guess that's the end of Wrestle Talk. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to ask the questions on Facebook, YouTube. Heck, call me.
You need to set up a Wrestle Talk email.
I need to set up a Wrestle Talk email.
We're still in the rookie stages.
Wrestle Talk email. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Next week we'll have a Wrestle Talk email.
Wrestle Talk email.
We'll have it.
I can get a fake. I can get one of those.
Get a Gmail account.
I can get one. There's GoPhones or something. We can have a Wrestle Talk hotline.
Hey,
Wrestle Talk.
If it comes to that, it comes to that. We'll see.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Have a good night. Peace.